Children and animals have shared space for thousands of years. Long before toys and screens, kids learned about the world by watching animals scratch in the dirt, hatch from eggs, and explore their surroundings. When a toddler like Ava plays with baby chicks, something subtle and powerful happens. Curiosity wakes up. For a 16-month-old child, chicks are the perfect teachers. They're small, gentle, always moving, and endlessly interesting. That tiny peeping ball of feathers becomes a living lesson in empathy, patience, observation, and joy. For families with backyard chickens, moments like this aren't just cute, they're developmental gold. Kids who grow up around animals often develop stronger emotional awareness, responsibility, and connection to nature. It's not just farm life. It's childhood the way humans experienced it for generations. Why it's so good for kids to be around baby chicks? There's something magical about the moment a child meets a baby chick for the first time. The tiny chirp. The soft, yellow feathers. The way the chick tilts its head and looks back. For our daughter Ava, who's just 16 months old, those little chicks have become some of her favorite companions on the farm. She laughs when they run across the yard, watches them closely as they peck at the ground, and reaches out with gentle curiosity to touch their feathers. Watching a child interact with animals like that is more than adorable. It's actually incredibly beneficial for their development. Baby chicks teach lessons that no toy, cartoon, or classroom ever could. Chicks teach children gentleness and empathy. When a toddler holds a chick, something remarkable happens. They instinctively become gentle. Ava learned very quickly that the chicks are small and delicate. She slows down, she uses soft hands, she watches carefully. This is one of the earliest steps in developing empathy. Children begin to understand that another living creature has feelings and needs. When they see a chick cuddle into their hands or chirp softly, they realize their actions affect another life. That's a powerful lesson. Many child development experts point out that interacting with animals helps children develop compassion and emotional awareness. When kids learn to care for animals, they learn how to care for people too. Chickens help kids learn responsibility. Even young toddlers begin to understand routines when animals are involved. Chickens need daily care, fresh food, clean water, a safe coop, eggs collected. When children grow up around chickens, they naturally become part of this routine. They see that animals rely on them. As Ava gets older, she'll start helping with small tasks like feeding the chickens or checking for eggs. These simple activities teach responsibility in a way that feels like fun instead of work. It's not a chore, it's part of life on the farm. Chickens spark curiosity, and early learning kids are natural scientists. Give them a chick and suddenly they're asking questions. Why do chicks chirp? Why do they scratch the ground? Where do eggs come from? Watching chicks grow is like having a living science lesson in the backyard. Children see the full life cycle egg chick chicken. They observe behavior, movement, sounds, and growth in real time. These early experiences help develop curiosity and problem-solving skills that stick with kids for life. It's learning through exploration. Animals help children build confidence. At first, many kids are cautious around animals. But over time, something changes. They realize they can handle them, feed them, care for them. That sense of responsibility builds confidence. A child who learns to gently hold a chick or guide a chicken back into the coop starts to feel capable. They understand that they can interact with the world around them in meaningful ways. Confidence grows from those small moments. Chickens connect kids to nature. Modern childhood often happens indoors. Screens, tablets, and television dominate much of the day. But when kids spend time with animals like chickens, they reconnect with something humans evolved alongside, nature. They feel the grass under their feet. They hear birds singing. They watch the rhythms of life happening around them. That connection to nature is deeply calming and grounding for children. Chickens create family memories. Some of the best childhood memories come from simple moments. A chick jumping from one hand to another. A child giggling as a chicken runs past. The excitement of finding a warm egg in the nesting box. Those experiences become stories families tell for years. For us, watching Ava play with her chicks isn't just about raising chickens. It's about raising a child surrounded by curiosity, laughter, and the simple joys of farm life. Teaching kids safe animal interaction. Of course, it's important to teach children safe habits when interacting with animals. When kids play with chicks or chickens, families should always supervise young children, wash hands after touching animals, keep chicks away from food areas, teach gentle handling. These simple habits help keep everyone healthy while still allowing kids to enjoy meaningful experiences with animals. A special kind of childhood watching Ava play with her chicks reminds us that some of the best learning happens outside. No screens, no distractions. Just a curious child and a handful of fluffy chicks discovering the world together. Moments like that are simple, but they're powerful. Because in those moments, children learn kindness, responsibility, curiosity, and respect for life. And sometimes the smallest teachers come with feathers and a tiny chirp. From our backyard to yours, if you've ever thought about raising backyard chickens for your family, experiences like this are one of the biggest rewards. Chickens aren't just egg layers, they're teachers, they're companions. And for kids like Ava, they're the start of a lifelong love for animals and the natural world. There's something special about the moment a child sees baby chicks for the first time. The tiny chirps, the fluffy yellow feathers, the way they run around exploring the world. Today on the Pecker Jack farm, our 16-month-old Ava is spending time with the newest members of our backyard flock. And watching her interact with these chicks reminds us why growing up around animals can be such an incredible experience for kids. At this age, everything is new. Every sound, every movement, every tiny discovery. For Ava, these baby chicks are fascinating. She watches them closely as they peck the ground, chase each other around, and chirp back and forth like they're having their own little conversations. It's pure curiosity in action. One of the first things children learn when they interact with animals is gentleness. Baby chicks are delicate, and kids quickly realize they need to use soft hands. Ava is already learning this lesson. She slows down when she reaches for the chicks. She watches how they move. And she's beginning to understand that these little animals need to be treated with care. That's the beginning of empathy. Backyard chickens also teach responsibility. As kids grow older, they start helping with simple farm tasks. Feeding the chickens, checking the water, collecting eggs from the coop. Even though Ava is still little, these early experiences are planting the seeds of responsibility. She's learning that animals depend on us. Chickens are also incredible teachers when it comes to learning about nature. Kids naturally start asking questions. Where do eggs come from? Why do chicks chirp? Why do chickens scratch the ground? Every day with animals becomes a little science lesson. Watching chicks grow into full-grown chickens teaches children about life cycles, biology, and how the natural world works. Another amazing thing about animals is how they help build confidence. At first, kids might be unsure around chickens. But as they spend time with them, that hesitation turns into excitement. They realize they can feed them, care for them, hold them gently, and suddenly those animals become friends. For families like ours, raising chickens is about more than eggs. It's about moments like this. Watching Ava laugh as a chick runs past her, seeing her curiosity as she watches them explore, and knowing that these small experiences are helping shape how she sees the world. Backyard chickens bring kids closer to nature. They teach kindness, they encourage curiosity, and they create memories that last a lifetime. For Ava, these chicks might just seem like tiny fluffy birds. But for us, they're something much bigger. They're part of a childhood filled with simple, real moments. Watching kids discover the world hands-on, whether it's with chicks, animals, or nature, captures something universal about parenting. These small moments often become the memories that mean the most later. Enjoy the small moments. As parents, life moves fast. Too fast sometimes. One day your kids are tiny, running around the yard laughing, chasing chickens, asking a million questions about the world. The next day those little moments become the memories you hold on to forever. Watching your kids glow with excitement while they learn something new is one of the greatest feelings a parent can experience. When they discover something with their own hands, feeding animals, holding a baby chick, digging in the dirt, exploring nature, their curiosity lights up in a way that no screen ever could. Those moments may seem small in the moment, but they are actually the big ones. It's the laughter, the wonder in their eyes, the questions they ask, the joy they feel just being present. As parents, we try to wonder. Thanks for spending some time on the farm with us today. If you enjoyed watching Ava and the chicks, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the Pecker Jack channel. We've got a lot more farm adventures coming your way. And remember, sometimes the best teachers in life come with feathers.